This is the VOA Special English Development Report. Scientists continue to seek better weapons against malaria. Each year, the number of cases is in the hundreds of millions worldwide. About 1 million people die, most of them in Africa. Economic losses from the disease amount to an estimated 1% of the African economy each year. George Demopoulos is an associate professor at the Johns Hopkins Malaria Research Institute in Baltimore, Maryland. He says 42% of the Earth's population live in areas where malaria-transmitting mosquitoes exist. All of these people are at risk of being infected with malaria. He says the sad thing is that the majority of people who are killed by malaria are children. This is because their immune systems are not strong enough to fight the infection. Malaria is caused by a parasite called Plasmodium. The organism is injected into people through the bite of infected mosquitoes. Malaria can be treated, but in many areas, the parasites have become resistant to different drugs. George Demopoulos and his team are studying ways to make mosquitoes resist infection by the parasite. There are hundreds of kinds of mosquitoes in the world. Most do not spread malaria. Some have immune systems that kill Plasmodium. He says researchers are interested in the immune reactions that are responsible for killing the malaria parasite. The researchers have developed a way to make genetic changes in the 3 mosquito species known to spread malaria. The changes cause their systems to attack the parasite, blocking its development. Other researchers are working on ways to spread these genetically modified insects among mosquito populations. Professor Demopoulos says there is still a long way to go, but current malaria research is highly promising. A new vaccine is in final testing. So far, it has proven effective at preventing the disease in half of those vaccinated, which is more than ever before. And at the Malaria Institute at Macha in Zambia, researchers are developing an easier way to identify malaria. The test uses saliva instead of blood to diagnose the infection. Current efforts in malaria control are mainly based on the use of insecticide sprays and treated bed nets. But George Demopoulos says malaria needs to be attacked with drugs, vaccines, and bed nets, and with whatever researchers can develop. And that's the VOA Special English Development Report.